Let's go out to Daytona and talk with Doug in the meantime as you fill up those lines. Doug, good morning.
Morning,
Hi, Doug.
Doug. Thanks
Good
for
morning.
calling. What's up?
Good morning. Well, first off, I love the show, and I have a general and then a specific question.
Okay.
Okay.
The general question is about cryptocurrency, and the more specific one is there's something happening with trading Bitcoin futures.
Right.
Next week supposedly they're going to allow that. What does all that mean?
Okay.
And is crypto, a good investment?
Okay. First of all, it's an investment, but it's a highly speculative investment in my estimation. It's a means to, frankly, to gamble because it has really no intrinsic value. The only value it has is what somebody's willing to pay for it. It's like you may remember Beanie Babies from years ago.
Sure.
I mean, that was, what everybody was willing to pay for that Beanie Baby, and it went way up and came way down. It's the same thing with baseball cards or art or anything like that. Art may be a different thing because you can hang it on your wall and enjoy it. I don't know what you do with a Bitcoin. Certainly don't know what you do with a baseball card except, look at it and put it away. But it's really what anybody is willing to pay for. It has no intrinsic value. If you own a stock, you own an asset, which is you own a piece of a company that has assets. If you own a bond, you have an obligation from somebody to pay you back not only your principal, but interest. With a Bitcoin, all you have is hoping that somebody will pay you more than what you bought it for. Now, the only thing there is if it turns into some form of legitimate currency, and that's what they're fighting for. They want to turn it into legitimate currency. But do you really think that the central banks around the world are going to have some off the chart, off the record kind of transaction where they can't control? So I think it's very speculative. That doesn't mean you can't make money at it. Anything that's speculative, whether it's gold, silver, oil, futures, whatever it might be, you can make money at it. You can also lose money at it. Nancy, go ahead.
Well, and my attitude, Doug, towards Bitcoin is that it is not an investment. It is a gamble. And for any of the people that I've spoken to that want to stick their toe in that water, I advise them that whatever dollars you're going to allocate, whether it's buying an exchange-traded fund or something in that arena, it has to be dollars that you can afford to lose. And if you lose them, then, that's the gamble that you took and you happen to lose. So it's something you have to watch. It doesn't fit within the purview of what our parameters are. I mean, we certainly have paid attention to it. Initially, I was thinking that this is like when credit cards first came out and, what do you mean using this piece of plastic to pay for stuff? And, it was such a radical idea. But I think Bitcoin has a long way to go before it gets the acceptance of a credit card does.
We have a white paper on it, Doug. Doug, we have a white paper on it. If you want more information about it, please feel free to get in touch with us. You can reach me at joe@financialgroup.com or just call in the office, and I'll be glad to email that to you. You asked about futures. Now, futures is another way to take this to another level, and all you're doing is you're betting on the direction of the value, whether it's going to go up or it's going to go down, and you can even leverage that and get even more bang for the buck, if you will. But that's
operative word is betting.
Right, exactly. So futures is a way you don't actually own the individual, whatever it is, cattle futures or pork bellies, or in this case, Bitcoin. But what you're doing is you're betting on the movement of it, and you're betting on what's going to happen in the future, whether it's going to go up or it's going to go down. And you buy it for one price, and you hopefully sell it for another price in the future. So